I want all of you watching tonight at home to ask yourself one question. Should there be a time limit for victims of sexual assault, rape, to go to police and report it and expect charges to be filed? Well, I will tell you right now in Minnesota there is a limit. But let me ask again, should there be a limit? That's what a local woman is going to be asking our lawmakers. Here's why.
10 years ago, Julia Bowden was a senior in high school. Her boyfriend, she says at the time, was 21 years old. And her boyfriend, she says at the time, sexually assaulted her more than once. It's something she didn't talk about when it happened.
So I think all of those experiences were really confusing to me. I didn't really know exactly what to call them in the beginning.
She has a hard time even now, but she reached out to me because of what happened recently, almost a year after she told police about what happened to her.
It would, but there's too many people who need someone to speak up. I finally just decided that I needed to speak up. I needed to say something and went to the police and decided to report him. Even though it had been so long, I just thought I wanted something to be written down.
Her courage to come forward, however, does beg the question I have to ask.
Why didn't you report it then?
I think I was just in disbelief. I didn't really quite know how to reconcile the fact that someone that I loved had done this.
And so she came forward, she says, last summer. She tells me investigators were incredibly supportive and worked her case for her for some time. And they came to the following conclusion.
Ultimately, what they found from their research is that this report that I made in college when he had been sending me unwanted text messages had constituted reporting the rapes.
Because Julia told campus security several years ago while she was away at college that the person who she says assaulted her was sending her text messages and threatening to come see her one night, that effectively meant she reported the assaults from long ago, which meant the Minnesota statute of limitations clock, unbeknownst to her, started ticking that night back in college, which meant when she did report it once and for all last year, it was too late.
And that made you angry?
Definitely.
And so what did you do about it?
I decided that I wanted to start a petition to end the statute of limitations on rape in Minnesota because it's not a crime that you get over. It's not something that stops affecting your life.
Julia is lobbying lawmakers right now with this petition and meetings upcoming to change the law in the state of Minnesota. The statute here says, in a sexual assault case, if there is no DNA evidence from the scene, you have 9 years to report it from the time of the assault or 3 years from the time you tell law enforcement about it. Nationwide, this law is all over the map on what other states do. More than 30 states have limitations similar to those we have in Minnesota, but more than a dozen states have no statute of limitations on sexual assault claims by victims. Julia wants Minnesota to join that latter group of states.
It's not helping people want to come forward and report if they realize that they're going to get turned away just because of an arbitrary time frame.
Because of what's happened to you, can you tell me if there is a statute of limitations on your trauma, your stress, your nightmares, or the way you live your life from this day forward?
No, it's going to be with me for the rest of my life in some capacity.
Julia has a meeting scheduled next Monday with her state representative here in Minnesota. And Chris, like we talked about, the state of California was just added to that list of states that do not have a statute of limitations on sexual assault. That law went onto California books on January 1st of this year. But like I said at the beginning, what do you think? Should we have a statute of limitations or not?
Well, there's a lot to get into here. I mean, the first thing is, why is there a statute? Isn't it because it's difficult to prove these allegations after a certain amount of time? You need evidence, so it makes defenses very, very difficult.
Sure, there's reasons for, I mean, I can't say that that is the reason every state has it, because literally, Chris, or viewers at home, if you look into this issue, every state is absolutely different. And absolutely, a crime 10 years ago is harder to prove than a crime 10 minutes ago. But that doesn't make it right.
Sure, absolutely. And I was also reading about Bill Cosby and his impact the allegations against him have had on this sort of thing in other states. There's only one, I think, criminal charge against him because it fit in the window of statute of limitations. All the other accusers have long surpassed the statute of limitations.
Bill Cosby's the reason that the law changed in California, a lot of people will say.